Namaste, everyone. A very warm welcome to Multidimensional Soul YouTube channel. This is akanksshaa. We covered a lot of topics on this channel, and some of you may be familiar with our podcast. We have had guests from across the world on this podcast. I also share some channeled messages on this channel. So we have different initiatives and there are different playlists on this channel, so you can check out all of that. This particular initiative is created as a tribute to my son and spirit guide Arnav. My teenage son crossed over in 2020 and he has become my spirit guide, and he guides me from a very high realm. In this particular audio books, audio lectures kind of series, we take some books and lectures and articles and talks of ascended masters, and we share them in the audio format. I try to record them in my voice, as in read them and record them in my voice. It's always not possible, and some of them are AI generated. The intention is to spread the wisdom and knowledge which has been there since ancient times from spirituality perspective, from the perspective of oneness. Whether it's a podcast, whether it's an audio book, or any other videos on this channel. If you're tuning in, the intention is that you receive all the love, light, wisdom, knowledge, peace, bliss, abundance, and prosperity. So, thank you so much for tuning in and absorbing all of this and spreading all of this. If you are new here, subscribe to my channel. If you have already subscribed, welcome back. Now, we will move to the audio lecture or article or talk for today. Lots of love. Namaste.
Make Your Life a Divine Adventure. By Paramahansa Yogananda. Life is the greatest adventure imaginable. Although some lives are without much interest and excitement, others are full of extraordinary experiences, yet to fathom the nature of spirit is the greatest adventure in this universe. Befriend yourself by asserting your divine nature. An adventure with wild animals in South Africa is nothing compared to the adventure of life itself. No other tale in history is as interesting. Man with his intelligence knows how to protect himself against animals, but he doesn't know how to protect himself against his own bad habits and evil ways. The greatest of all enemies of man is himself. More than personal or national enemies, more than germs, bombs, or any other threat, man should fear himself when he is wrong. To remain in ignorance of your divine nature and to be overpowered by bad habits is to make an enemy of your own self. The best way to be successful in this adventure of life is to be your own friend. Krishna said, "The self is the friend of the transformed self, but the enemy of the unregenerate self." The subtle enemies. It is easy to picture ourselves starting off to explore some wild and unknown country. If we are going by ship, we want a lifeboat with us. Should the steamer sink, we know we can get into the boat and save ourselves. But in so many of life's experiences there seems to be a leak in our lifeboat, no matter what precautions we have taken. In a jungle infested with animals you can take reasonable care against them, but subtle dangers are more difficult to overcome. How to protect oneself against a barrage of germs? Millions are floating around us all the time. Nature forms a restraining wall of cells around them, but it is effective only so long as the body can keep up its resistance. This struggle of life goes on constantly in the unseen jungle of life within. In order to go safely through this jungle of life you must equip yourself with the proper weapons. The wise man who is armed against all forms of warfare, against disease, against destiny and karma, against all evil thoughts and habits, becomes the victor in this adventure. It requires carefulness and, in addition, the adoption of certain methods by which we can overcome our enemies. God has given us one tremendous instrument of protection, more powerful than machine guns, electricity, poison gas, or any medicine, the mind. It is the mind that must be strengthened. An important part of the adventure of life is to get hold of the mind, and to keep that controlled mind constantly attuned to the Lord. This is the secret of a happy, successful existence. It comes by exercising mind power and by attuning the mind to God through meditation. The easiest way to overcome disease, disappointments, and disasters is to be in constant attunement with God. Supreme help comes from tuning in with Spirit. We are babes in the woods of life, forced to learn by our own experiences and troubles, stumbling into pitfalls of sickness and wrong habits. Again and again, we have to raise our voices for help. But the supreme help comes from tuning in with Spirit. Whenever you are in trouble, pray, Lord, you are within me and all around me. I am in the castle of thy presence. I have been struggling through life, surrounded by many kinds of deadly enemies. I now see that they are not really agents for my destruction. You have put me on earth to test my power. I am going through these tests only to prove myself. I am game to fight the evils that surround me. I will vanquish them by the almightiness of your presence. And when I shall have passed through the adventure of this life, I will say, Lord, it was hard to be brave and fight, but the greater my terror, the greater was the strength within me, given by you, by which I conquered and realized that I am made in your image. You are the king of this universe and I am your child, a prince of the universe. What have I to fear? As soon as you realize you have been born a human being, you have everything to fear. There seems to be no escape. No matter what precautions you take, there is always a misstep somewhere. Your only security is in God. Whether you are in the African jungle or at war or racked by disease and poverty, just say to the Lord, and believe, I am in the armored car of your presence, moving across the battlefield of life. I am protected. There is no other way to be safe. Use common sense and trust fully in God. I am not suggesting something eccentric. I am urging you to affirm and believe, no matter what happens, in this truth, Lord, it is you alone who can help me. So many have fallen into ruts of disease and wrong habits and have not pulled themselves out. Never say you cannot escape. Your misfortune is only for a time. The failure of one life is not the measure of whether or not you are a success. The attitude of the conquering man is unafraid. I am a child of God. I have nothing to fear. So, fear nothing. Life and death are only different processes of your consciousness. Bring out the buried soul immortality within you. Everything the Lord has created is to try us, to bring out the buried soul immortality within us. That is the adventure of life, the one purpose of life. And everyone's adventure is different, unique. You should be prepared to deal with all problems of health, mind, and soul by common sense methods and faith in God, knowing that in life or death your soul remains unconquered. You can never die. No weapon can pierce the soul, no fire can burn it, no water can moisten it, nor can any wind wither it. The soul is immutable, all-permeating, ever calm, and immovable. You are eternally the image of Spirit. Is it not freeing to the mind to know that death cannot kill us? When disease comes and the body stops working, the soul thinks, I am dead. But the Lord shakes the soul and says, what is the matter with you? You are not dead. Are you not still thinking? A soldier is walking along and a bomb shatters his body. His soul cries, oh, I am killed, Lord. And God says, of course not. Are you not talking to me? Nothing can destroy you, my child. You are dreaming. Then the soul realizes, this is not so terrible. It was only my temporary earth-life consciousness of being a physical body that made losing it seem the end of me. I had forgotten that I am the eternal soul. The goal of our life adventure. True yogis are able to control the mind under all circumstances. When that perfection is reached, you are free. Then you know life is a divine adventure. Jesus and other great souls have proved this. You will finish this life adventure only when you conquer its dangers by your willpower and mind power, as did the great ones. Then you will look back and say, Lord, it was a pretty bad experience. I came near failing, but now I am in the safety of your presence forever. We can see life as a wonderful adventure when the Lord finally says, all those terrifying experiences are over. I am with you evermore. Nothing can harm you. Man is playing at life like a child, but his marmorand grows stronger through fighting sickness and troubles. Anything that weakens your mind is your greatest enemy, and whatever strengthens your mind is your haven. Laugh at any trouble that comes, know you are everlasting in the Lord. End of chapter and article. The chapter, Make Your Life a Divine Adventure, is based on extracts from Man's Greatest Adventure, a talk given at Self-Realization Fellowship International Headquarters, Los Angeles. The complete talk appears in Man's Eternal Quest, Paramahansa Yogananda's Collected Talks and Essays, Volume 1. This chapter is a part of the book Living Fearlessly, Bringing Out Your Inner Soul Strength. This book is a compilation of selections from Paramahansa Yogananda's writings, lectures, and informal talks. These originally appeared in his books, in articles in Self-Realization, the magazine he founded in 1925, in the 3 anthologies of his collected talks and essays, and in other Yogoda Satsanga Society of India publications.
This is a series of audiobooks and insightful lectures brought to you by Akanksha, dedicated to exploring timeless wisdom and spiritual teachings. Each recording is generated with love, honoring my journey and my connection with higher guidance, especially in tribute to my son Arnav, who now guides me from beyond. May these words awaken the divine love within you, bring you peace and inspiration on your own path, and may divine light within shine bright. May whatever merit arises from these readings be for the benefit of all sentient beings. Namaste.